Welcome back, fellow renegades, to more Bandicoot Cortex Strikes Back. This is me, with Renegade, and we will be jumping in part 9 to piston it away. And hopefully finishing off Warping Fire in this part. Maybe, may not happen. Depending on how long these levels are actually going to be. Or how long I've taken them. But this is kind of like the factory or high-tech area of the game. There's only 2 areas like this, but personally they're actually very, very fun indeed. And there's 2 gems. There's a Death Root gem and then there's the normal gem, but this is a very odd way of doing it, or you have to do it a very odd way around. So we've got to go through this entire level without dying, basically the entirety of the level, and then backtrack to do the Death Root to then get the 2 gems in one go. You're gonna be asking, well, Rich, Ryan, or whatever you want to call me, how does that work? Oh, I nearly lost Nakaraka, that would have been bad. Well, you're gonna see why in a minute. So these little guys are gonna change their positions from having their tendrils up to then put them down. So really, it's about just taking our time. So he's gonna put his up, bring a skid jump away. There we go. Easy. For the moment, anyway. Okay, jump on him. There's the crystals, that's half the work. This always took me a while as a kid. Just like oh my god, that was too close. Trying to get this gem. But it's challenging, it's good. So I'm gonna... Oh, I don't want to get rid of him. I think I can get up there if... Yeah, I can, okay. So I'm just testing it just for future. Now, that pad will shoot a blue lightning, similar to, sort of, it's like a reused asset from Crash Bandicoot 1, the Cortex is lightning. However, we can spin it, actually, which will not affect us at all. Which I only literally just realized. So that's fun. And it actually helps backtracking, because if you don't know that you can spin those away, and basically your spin cancels it out, then you kind of need an Akiraku. So we're going to go all around these, grab the nitros. Go back on up here, and look, we need to get around here, so we're going to sneak around here. There we go. Easy enough. And... the 3 boxes here, the 3 crates. And we're going to go back. And that's basically the bonus round. Which is it's easy enough. It's just, it can be difficult. Especially if you don't have an Akiraku. Because if you mess that up, you're going to get hit and you're going to die. Dying in a bonus round doesn't count for the Death Root, luckily. It can just be a pain. Then you lose your Akirakus, which makes backtracking a little bit harder, but yes, we've now got the bonus round done. There's only 2 areas like this in this game, actually, so that's fun. Right, where are you going? You're going right to the edge. Of course you are. So just to prove our point, actually, no, let's not do it. Only because I don't lose an Akiraku just yet. And these guys will only move if they push you. Don't let them push you, because they can push you off and you can't... At least to my knowledge, if you're right at the edge, I don't know a way to actually recover from that. So I'm just going to go to right here and deliver, because I want to show you guys and girls what I mean. For those that haven't played the game, because there's still quite a few people that haven't played it, you know, I respect that. So we're right at the end of the level. We're thinking, great, we can get the box gem. Oh no, we can't. We're missing 69. Or I can't count, I can't read. We're missing 31. Boxes. Where are the 31 boxes? Well, what have we not gone through? Oh, that was risky. I would have died if that wasn't open. There's the Death Root. And guess what? We got a backtrack to Death Root. Yay! And this is where it can kind of test you in a good way, of course. Should have skid jumped there. So, just to prove a point, you can spin it and do that. There's a piston and there is not. Okay. And this bit gets wider, which is helpful. Is there a piston there? That is not. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spin jump, which really meant to use the enemy, I believe, because you only just make it with a spin jump. So again, if you don't know that spin jump technique, then you're kind of boned, aren't you? And this is the death route. And as you can see, the boxes are here. Now, you could backtrack on a death route, but I wouldn't advise it because it can be quite difficult. And there's a checkpoint in the death route anyway, so if I remember this score correctly. And there's the nitros here, and one thing we haven't done is blow up the nitros, because there wasn't a nitro exclamation box. I don't know why I spun then. I really don't know why. Doesn't really matter, because I'm gonna lose the masks in the next level. And now we've got these guys that float, so we've got to be very careful. Okay, that was that. I could have spun, but never mind. I'm gonna jump, hold X, because then they'll go down. And there's the hidden gem, the death root gem. But we still gotta get the box gem, which is right here. So as you see, nitro crate, boom. And oh look, there's the box gem. And that's how you get both gems in one go. And you have to do this route anyway to get the box gem. You have to do it last. I don't think you have to do it last. You can probably backtrack, but I wouldn't recommend to, personally. And that's that level completely done. And Crash gonna have his little dance. Now, we're gonna go on to probably the coolest level in the game, in my opinion, and the coolest vehicle level of pretty much, I'd say, any Crash Bandicoot game. And I know a lot of people are gonna just hate on me on this, but it's Rocket / Hack Attack. Now, actually, I know I said the Ruin levels were my favorite, but probably thinking about it, I would say Ruin levels / this, for the sole reason that firstly the music is amazing, even the pre-console version is amazing, and we get to go on a jetpack. Yeah. Now in this game, and if you look to the side, you can actually see like this sort of thing. Woo. In the space station, and you can see the Earth move, and it is all kinds of awesome. We can turn. We can go in, if I can, there we go, circle is back, there we go. And we can go in here if we wanted to, even though it doesn't do much. I remember seeing, like, this, like, there's a screenshot, like, right here. Okay, kind of, like, right here with Crash. I was like, what? Like, how even? Of course, you know, they just backtrack, but anyway, it's kind of interesting, because it has, like, 0G, and there's only 2 levels like this in the game. Very short levels, but my gosh, are they fun. And there's no death routes or anything, it's just a box gem, so don't worry about dying in this stage too. We've got these little red mines. And they disappear once you kind of go past them. And you think, why am I not getting one through? Well, I don't need one through, do I? I've got tons of lives. And we can pop that. There's TNTs though, which will still detonate when we touch them. There we go. And I like how if you hit a box, the one fruit slowly go out, kind of like in, you know, zero gravity. Which again, it's a neat little touch. And yeah, I kind of knew it was going to happen. That's why I kind of just paused. I was like, I made a bit of a mistake, and clearly I did. But again, it's just a lot of attention to detail, and they made this work. Like, there's a lot of vehicle levels that I feel, in my opinion, not just in Crash, but just in games in general, and I've got a glitched HUD. Looks like, yeah, I've got a glitched HUD. That's fun. That some vehicles, they're fun, but they're not. Well, they're cool, but I wouldn't want to play them the entire level. And this is kind of the reason why I prefer Crash Bandicoot 2, because some of the vehicle levels in Crash Bandicoot 3, don't get me wrong, they're fun, but I don't want to play them the entire time. And there's a lot of vehicle levels in the game. Again, each to their own. If you like Crash Bandicoot 3, I'm not going to you know, I'm respectful, and hopefully you guys are respectful too. And I'm probably going to, I've made like every single person mad, pretty much. No, I want to go up, there we go. But it's just like, sometimes it can feel a little too gimmicky, and I feel like Crash Bandicoot 2, it has a very good balance. I think in terms of, like, of course, you got the hoverboard, which is midway through levels, so you're not playing the entire level. I think one of you played it mostly because of the hidden path. But this is like the only, besides the bear levels, which there's 3, and this is out of 27 levels. We're not counting the hidden routes here. I don't think I missed a box guy. No, I didn't. No, my memory's going. Besides the polar bear levels, including the polar bear levels in this, there's 5 levels. 5 levels dedicated to vehicles, and that is it. No, there's 1, 2, 3. No, it's 6. No, there's 5. I don't know what I'm on. There's 5. He wants to give me a hug, and I'm just gonna spin him. And wait, there we go. And then we get off the jetpack, and at this point you cannot go back. You can't grab your jetpack on. And that is the last gem. Well, not the last gem, that's going to be one of the last that we'll grab. The question is, can I do the next few levels in one part? Maybe! I may be able to push it, actually. So I'm going to do our little jig. Crash Bandicoot dance. And now we got Night Flights. Which, remember when we done Totally Fly? Well, really, of course, if you do it in the order of the level number, you should do this level first. This kind of introduces you to the last woodland or forest type area. But it's set at night, and these night flights will go around you for quite some time. And I actually remember I got a backtrack in this, don't I? Oh, I just realised that. Okay. And it's Death Route, which is fun. We gotta do it at night. So we've got a few enemies here. Again, the flies are very generous in terms of the length, so you got time. Right, let's go down this route. I think it's probably best to go down Death Route first. I may be wrong. We're going to pay dearly for it, but whatevs. Right, so can I grab you? There we go. I believe the only thing that's down here is that there's not even any boxes, it's just the gem. Ah, never mind. That's me being cocky. And that's the gem right there. You can see it right there. Okay, let's try it again. I don't know why I spun. So there's the box gem, so after dying because I spun that enemy stupidly, it's going to complete the rest of the death route. I don't believe there's a box here. Okay, there is a box here. And that is pretty much it. So what we're going to do now is we could backtrack, but it's going to be harder to light, so the light will disappear with us. So we're going to continue on. We're going to go down the right path, and then we'll backtrack in on the left. I mean, you probably do the entire death route, like, backtracking it, but I'm not going to try that. Got that life, there we go. And we just got to avoid these guys. And we got the crystal, and we got another light. Another fly, rather. And we've now got onto the last sort of bonus area, and there's nothing back here at all, which, just to prove it... No, it won't come over. There we go. So this little bonus is a little different from the totally fly, because the fly will actually follow you, won't have a mind of its own. But again, we kind of want to be a little quick here. What I'm going to do is quickly do this. You can kind of see this box is down there, right? Well, one of these is a metal box, so yep, there we go. Don't believe it's all of them, but there'll be a fair amount of them. There, it was all of them. There we go. All the armored boxes. And that is that stage done and dusted. That bonus stage. We've got tons of one through, tons of lives. We are good to go. And we still got a one through counting as we're going through, so what we need to do now is don't die. And we just got to get the 2 gems that are down this pathway. So let's go back. Where is it? I missed. Oh, it's right here. And you get another little light here, so let's go back. Let's get a checkpoint, there we go. And we just got to make it to the end of the stage now. So it's all to the home stretch. I'm not going to kill you after what happened in Ruination. No, the Road to Ruin, rather. And we smack that. And we have now got the clear gem. And now we've got literally 2 more stages to beat. We've got another jetpack level, and then we've got another sort of piston level, or factory level. It's a shame, because this is my personal favourite Crash Bandicoot game of all time. And in terms of platforming, this is my all-time favourite.